everything I could have ever dreamed of in my life, and I am the most sad I've ever been in my life.
Tayler Holder, the beloved TikToker that people never thought would be canceled, has been getting attacked on social media for the past week. The reason? Many of his close friends have exposed him all of a sudden and revealed the entire truth behind his personality. Now, what did Tayler Holder do that made his best friends distance themselves from him? Well, that's what we're going to find out in today's episode. So buckle up and let's get right into it. If we're being honest here, I don't think anyone on social media has given any attention to Tayler Holder in the last few months. And the reason of that is because of the Sway House members quitting and focusing on their careers by themselves. But Tayler has been on social media for almost 6 years now, and he grew his following by making Musical.ly videos and gaining tons of attention for it. However, ever since Musical.ly turned into TikTok, Tayler didn't really grow as much until he started involving himself in multiple dramas with celebs and influencers. Besides this, him and Bryce even got the great idea to start the Sway House as a way to compete with other TikTok houses. This was all a strategy for Bryce and Tayler to keep being relevant and gain even more attention. At this point, Tayler did in fact get a bit popular, however, it all came crashing down ever since the Sway House ended. And the truth is, there are still tons of secrets that went down in the Sway household that no one knows about still. However, it seems like things are starting to get revealed now, since Tayler Holder is currently getting targeted by many of his close friends. It all started a week ago after Tayler went on Instagram to make a long statement about being an influencer and how hard and toxic it is to be one nowadays. I have been one of the most successful people in this space, and it has truly made me the lowest I've ever been in my life. It's f***ed up everything. It's affected my relationship with my family, it's affected my friendships, and it's mentally put me in a place I never thought I would ever be in my life. I feel like a robot. I'm doing everything in my life I could have ever dreamed of and still feel so empty. I've completely lost myself trying to find something that I thought was so amazing. After this, things turned really ugly. Bryce Hall, one of Tayler's best friends, suddenly unfollowed Tayler on Instagram and made a very shady Instagram story towards him saying this: "Things are about to get crazy." Even though people expected this to be some sort of joke Bryce was pulling, a close friend of TikToker Nate Wyatt and the Main twins decided to come after Tayler as well. In a couple of Instagram stories following this, they talked about how karma will be coming after Tayler and how he will not get away with his actions this time. Someone is about to get everything they deserve, and we are all here for it. Karma is coming for you. Some actions are unforgivable, and you have been getting away with these sinister acts since the day I met you. There is not a person that knows you that doesn't have a negative story to tell, and I have countless. It's about time the world sees how ugly your heart is. Why do you think all of your friends unfollowed you? If LA about to do Tayler what I think LA about to do? Shortly after multiple influencers made these shady posts towards Tayler, they immediately went ahead and unfollowed him on Instagram all at once, including Nate Wyatt, Olivia Ponton, Charlie Jordan, Chase Matson, and Kellyanne. At this point, people were confused whether this drama was some sort of publicity stunt or not, since Tayler recently released a song titled Never Was You. At first, it seemed that his friends were trying to start drama just to give his song some attention. However, when most people were convinced that this whole beef was a publicity stunt, many of Tayler's friends decided to remove their pictures with Tayler on Instagram. And on top of this, one of Tayler's ex-friends went on TikTok as well and confirmed in the comments that this whole drama is actually real. It's not promo, LOL. At this point, people were just confused on what could have gone down between Tayler and his friends, since it did seem from their statements that he has done a lot of horrible things that he needs to be held accountable for. And of course, this situation immediately started a rumor about Tayler either essaying someone or hurting someone in the past, which made this entire beef go viral on all social media platforms. Now, when it came down to the paparazzi, they couldn't hold back but to ask Mads Lewis about the situation. And based on the answer she gave, it did seem like she was trying to hide the truth about Tayler.
Hey, I gotta ask you something, okay? I'm getting a lot of people messaging me about like everyone unfollowed Tayler Holder. Have you heard about this?
I have. I've seen it, but I don't want to talk about it.
You don't want to talk about it?
No.
Okay. Do you have any clue? Like, have you heard any rumors what it might be about or anything?
No. I just keep my mouth shut. I don't want to say anything.
Yeah. The paparazzi definitely set Mads up with this one, since she's known for not keeping her mouth shut when it comes to Jaden and Nessa. But surprisingly, she didn't reveal anything this time. After many TikTokers were getting involved in Taylor's situation, it didn't take Tayler long enough to speak up about it. In fact, he decided to go on the BFF podcast and address what has been going on between him and his friends. And unfortunately, Tayler decided to say a whole lot of nothing in the podcast, as he claimed that people are just throwing bullshit around his name on social media for no reason.
On gossips, at the end of the day, you know, there's a lot of stuff going on offline that should continue to be handled offline, and there's a lot of stuff that's sensitive topics that I don't agree with, and I will continue to handle offline.
Do you know why everyone's unfollowing you? Like, what is going on?
You know, at the end of the day, there's everyone saying everything. There's a lot of assumptions. There's a lot of gossip. It's all everyone's opinion. It's all he said, she said stuff, you know, but at the end of the day, there's always a truth to everything. And like I said,
after Tayler dodged every question Dave was asking him, multiple influencers went on Instagram and reacted to Taylor's podcast by saying that it was very sus and that he should fire his whole PR team. Literally, WTF was that? Tell me that wasn't sus. Yeah. You're done. Fire the whole PR team. After this podcast, people noticed something strange, and that was the fact that it seemed like the majority of the people unfollowing him had actually refollowed Tayler again. However, many influencers responded to this statement by saying this: I have not refollowed anybody. I do not know why he pops up under my following along with many others, but I am still not following him. Something's sus. Don't know why it says I'm following him, but I can clarify I'm not following him at all. I definitely don't follow him and will have nothing to do with him ever again. For some reason, Instagram says we all follow him again. We don't. Anyways, loves, make sure to click on the tab above if you need more controversial videos on these influencers.